you ever walked into a room where someone's upset and suddenly you feel down too? Or maybe someone's excited and before you know it, you're smiling and feeling pumped up? It's like their emotions infected you. But hold up, can we really catch someone else's emotions? I mean, is there even a scientific explanation for this, or are we just imagining things? Well, that's what I'm going to be talking about today. The science behind catching quote-unquote emotions. So first things first, what exactly is emotional contagion? Well, it's the process by which one person's emotions influence or spread to others. We've all experienced it. When someone yawns, you yawn. When someone laughs, you laugh. When someone's angry, you get tense and annoyed too. This isn't just some sort of coincidence. Your brain is literally picking up on the emotional state of others and mirroring it. But why does this happen? And why do we feel what others feel? Well, it turns out there's some fascinating brain science at play here. To understand emotional contagion, we need to talk about a few things: mirror neurons, the limbic system, and empathy. Let's start with the brain's mirror neurons. These special neurons fire when we observe someone else's emotions or actions. It's like your brain saying, I see what you're feeling and I'm going to mirror it. Next, we have the limbic system, which is basically the emotional center of your brain. This includes structures like the amygdala, which is key for processing emotions like fear, happiness, and sadness. When you pick up on someone else's emotions, your amygdala kicks into action. It helps you feel the emotion they're experiencing, and that can lead to emotional contagion. So if you walk into a room where someone's anxious, your amygdala is activated, making you feel a bit of that anxiety too. The limbic system is also responsible for regulating how strongly you feel those emotions. This emotional catching process isn't just random, it's a part of how humans connect with each other. But there's more to it than just mirror neurons and brain chemistry. Empathy plays a huge role. Empathy is the ability to understand and share the feelings of another person. When you experience emotional contagion, empathy is actively involved. In fact, some researchers believe that emotional contagion is one of the first steps in empathy. Your brain starts by feeling what someone else feels. Then, if you want, you can take that to a step further by cognitively understanding why they feel that way. In other words, when you catch someone's emotions, empathy lets you really truly feel their pain or joy and connect with them on a deeper level. So now let's get into some interesting hormonal science. We already know that our brain and mirror neurons are involved, but hormones are also involved in this and have a huge impact on emotional contagion. Take oxytocin, for example, the love hormone. Oxytocin plays a big role in bonding and emotional connection. It's released when we engage in positive social interactions like hugging or laughing with friends. Oxytocin amplifies our feelings or connection, making it easier for us to catch positive emotions like joy and excitement. But it doesn't just stop here. Cortisol, the stress hormone, can also spread through emotional contagion. If someone's stressed or anxious, you might catch a bit of that tension too. So whether it's happiness, stress, or anxiety, hormones like oxytocin and cortisol play a role in amplifying the emotional contagion effect. They help fuel the emotional exchange happening in real time. Facial expressions and body language. When someone is upset or happy, their facial expressions and body language broadcast those emotions to others. It's all a part of how humans communicate without words. Our faces, bodies, and even tone of voice are constantly sending out emotional signals, and we're incredibly sensitive to them. These signals are processed in the brain's emotional centers, like the amygdala, and are directly connected to our mirror neurons. The result? You feel what they feel. Whether it's a smile or a frown, your brain can pick up those signals in a split second.